your goal is to take all three of those buckets and move as many of those down the funnel to the campaign launch level.
You sat in on one of my win backs today, John.
Did you? How'd it go?
What are we talking about?
Did you record it?
My win back. No, he didn't record it.
No.
The f*** were you doing?
Why would I record it?
Why not?
Because it's private.
It's a vlog. Always be recording.
I was finishing the vlog.
Jonathan.
I'll use this.
Always be recording.
I'll schedule some for Monday and Tuesday when you're here again.
See, she has no problem. Look, she has no problem being recorded. You gotta shake shit up. You gotta work a little fucking harder. I think dealerships have one of two options here, right? They can get reactive and just shut it all down, or they can look at this as an opportunity. I mean, anybody that has been in market for a car in the last month, it all of a sudden just now has a tremendous amount of time on their hands. In fact, this weekend, just on all the websites that we manage, we saw an overall increase by 13% of online traffic. And it's funny, on my way in this morning, I was listening to the radio and they said that they've seen increases on online dating sites by 25%. Well, people have time on their hands, right? So, I'm not too worried about it right now, but I think from a marketing perspective, either you just get reactive and stick your head in the sand, or you see the opportunity and that people are going to be home more right now and they're going to have lots of time on their hands, drastic increase in social media usage. Emails are actually going to be read right now because people actually have time and they got nothing better to do than read all their emails, so I don't know. I mean, I don't think, I'm okay with people wanting to maybe cut back on some of their marketing efforts, but to shut the whole thing down doesn't seem like a good idea. But I'll tell you what happened during the recession. We had 3 months, almost 6 months, depending on where you were, of it being pretty bad, but I tell you what happened once we came out of the recession and the bailout started happening and things started to come back to some level of normalness, is there was this bottleneck of people looking for cars, and it exploded. Just exploded. So the funny thing is that are you gonna run out and buy a car right now? No. But if you've been shopping for one, and in the next month or so when things get normal, you're going to be ready to go like that. And if your dealership's not in market with a message, I don't know, man, that just kind of doesn't seem like the best idea, you know what I mean? I mean, right now, if it was me and I had a dealership again, I would be rerouting all of my marketing efforts to social and video. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the amount of content that's going to be consumed over the next couple weeks is going to be huge. I mean, everyone's at home, they got nothing better to do, there's going to be a mass consumption of content. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just keep me in the loop, man. Keep me in the loop. During times like this, when things are uneasy and things are in the air and people have more questions than they have answers, that a person has one of two options, all right? And it is literally fight or flight. And as a business, you still have those same options. Just as an individual has those options, as a business, you have those options as well. I'm just looking at the truth of the matter is right now is that people are at home right now, all right? And they're consuming more content than they've ever had in the past. So I think the opportunity is very crystal clear here, is that your message, is it relevant to the consumer right now? And can you afford to increase the frequency of your message? Because consumption is incredibly high and will be high over the next few weeks. All right, I gotta jump into this next week.
Smell Before Rain. They're lyrics to a song. They're also...
Sounds emo.
Very emo. It's brand new.
I thought you had an emo phase in high school.
I did. I am a performance manager with Bitchmas.
And?
Oh. What do you mean?
Like, what is that?
Oh, okay. So a performance manager with Vitchamus will ensure that your strategies and campaigns are built to your satisfaction. It sounds like trash. It is not accurate. Do not put that in there. At Vitchamus, I like to support console dealerships with their marketing and client retention efforts throughout each department. So my days actually range from creating marketing strategies with management, training staff, or even building campaigns designed to increase your customer retention efforts. I have so many LinkedIn messages. I feel like Jason Harris.
Do you use LinkedIn a lot?
I use LinkedIn a lot thanks to Jason Harris's recommendation.
How long have you been following?
For Jason, since I started here, or shortly after I started here, so about 5 months.
What do you think of his content?
I think it's fantastic. You guys do a great job
You're
posting
just saying
content.
that, you're such a...
I'm not just saying. No, it's engaging and it's thoughtful and it all relates back to the industry.
Listen, from the time I think we all were young kids playing with the Hot Wheels and whatever, right?
Oh, man.
As a guy, as a man, as a boy, whatever, it gets into your blood, and then it's over, right? Then that's how you want to kind of do it. So, for me, it was very much like that. Started back in the Hot Wheel days for me, because I was a collector. I'm
Hot
like,
Wheels
oh,
were
this
me
was
too.
kind of a neat thing. And then it kind
Always
of
look
evolved.
for the red lines. You always look for the little additional.
And I
extra
always liked the
special
tracks
ones.
too. I was into the tracks, the different shapes and the loops and all those things. But then, as you graduate into the business world and what we do with that, it's like, man, if I can share my passion as a profession, why wouldn't I do that?
I know, right?
Like, why wouldn't I do that? So when I started doing marketing for automotive companies, it was like the best of all worlds. So I was fortunate to be able to do that. And here we are, you and I, doing that exact thing today.
And it doesn't feel like work, does it?
It's,
I can do this all day long.
Yeah. It's
All day long. Yeah, you know what? It's a fun win. I had a fun win today. I'll tell you one because it's actually pretty cool. I went into language is always a kind of a big deal to me, right? Like, I don't like the word leads. I call them opportunities. I just like, so I'm always kind of fixated a little bit on the words. You know what's really cool is I walked into a dealership and I just stopped the GM to ask him like how to go last month. We did that Civic CRM loyalty campaign.
Oh,
Like,
it was a bumper.
yeah, it was a bumper campaign.
Okay.
But we supported it with a video and some additional ads and stuff like that. So we had a couple different distribution channels on it. And he's like, Jason, it was great. All right, we generated about 63 leads. I mean opportunities. And he corrected himself, and I lost. I was like, yes.
If you can convert one guy, right?
Then now his head's just like, he's like, these aren't leads, these are opportunities to have a conversation to generate, something else. He goes, look, and then it's cool. Then he went on. He's like, dude, we had some great conversations. All right. Sometimes it was actually we had some great conversations just catching up with some clients that we hadn't talked to in the past. So that was really cool. He goes, but through our conversations, we were able to generate about 3 appointments and 3 sold deals. So I said, well, you guys did that. I didn't do that, right? All we did was generate some opportunities for you to have conversations.
Yeah, we just bring them to the door. What you do with them is really up to you, right? So.
Are you okay?
Jonathan, you all right?
Hey, Jonathan, are you okay?
Jonathan, you okay?
Jonathan, are you alright?
Hey, did you get what you needed, Jonathan?
Hey, Jonathan, did you get what you needed? I'm the female Jason. Have a good day. Have a safe drive home.
All right.